Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said.
Former Minneapolis police officers want to separate trial from Derek Chauvin. Now, they're arguing that the men would likely be unfairly treated if they went to trial alongside Chauvin, who has already been convicted in Floyd's murder. They said that the evidence against Chauvin would skew the jury's judgment and rob them of a fair trial. Now, I'm going to ask, I would like to say a rhetorical question, but you're allowed to have your own opinion. I feel like you already have your answer. But shouldn't they be tied? Like, weren't they there? Like, they were there, right? And they played a role in RIP Mr. Floyd passing away. Why would they be tried separately? And of course, a jury is gonna use some of the evidence, or at least I'll say it, just their viewpoint on you might be a little skewed because, again, you were there. You were a part of it. What the hell are they talking about? Do they make
these?
No. You have one thing I'll say about you is you got a pretty good analytical mind, and especially when it comes to legal stuff. So I want you to try to, for me and the viewing public, try to find a reason on their side as to what, if there is one, as to why they should be tried separately from Chauvin. If there's one, do share.
Like how they could, or why they would want to be tried separately?
No, we know why they would want to, but how they could. Like how they could. Is this possible?
Well, the only way that it's possible is the crimes that they're being accused of, while connected to Derek Chauvin, are being charged to separate people. So you can be tied to your own separate trial if you can prove in some way that your charges are your own and your own only, and not connected directly to what happened. So they didn't physically kill George Floyd. That's what they have as their only tie. That's really it. They didn't physically kill. They were there, they were present, but their presence alone doesn't allow them to be involved in the crime directly with Derek Chauvin. Now, aiding and abetting is a totally different thing, and it's hard because there's tons of crimes where you will have somebody who is a murderer. They will have killed somebody. Then they'll find somebody whose house they hide at. Both people end up getting caught. One person is charged with aiding and abetting. They usually get charged with the murder as well. And then the other person gets charged with their charges. The reason why they add the murder charge to the aiding and abetting person is because they need information. Right. So they know if they add that charge on, whatever, you give us information, we're going to drop that. Yeah, of course. Aiding and abetting, blah, 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 blah. That person usually ends up getting no trial at all for their cooperation, or they end up getting a separate trial, even though they were aiding and abetting in the same way that these cops were as well. So the only difference between George Floyd and the instance I'm giving you is the distance between the crime scene and where the person was.
Thank you.
However, the charge is still the same. And when it comes to law, it's all about the charge and not distance between the people. So that would be the only way. And I'm telling you, that is me pulling for straws right now. That's me sitting in the law library for 10 hours straight trying to find that one case where somebody says that one line, that, okay, this worked for you, boom.
It's gonna work for me too.
Yeah. Got him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But other than that, I mean, this is it's real tough. It's real tough because my instant comeback, I don't even know if you want to hear my comeback because it'll crush that long ass argument I came up with. Do you want to hear my comeback?
Go ahead.
The comeback is pretty simple. It's just like, listen, your presence there and the fact that you could have stopped the crime and you chose not to stop the crime.
Thank you.
Kind of negates everything else that allows you to be separate from it.
Preach.
If you were not able to stop the crime and you were there after, or you got there late or whatever, something like that, this would be a totally different case. And I would maybe have a little bit of sympathy for you because I say, you know what, you didn't have the full time to stop it from happening.
I would have more than sympathy.
You're right.
No. I would literally be rooting for you. You weren't even there.
Right. You got there late, whatever it was, but you had well over 9 minutes, longer than that,
Thank you.
because the 9 minutes was just the time on the neck, right? So
Right.
it makes, and you're pushing the crowd away. So it's really difficult to separate yourself and say that you weren't part of it when you were physically part of separating and creating an environment that allowed this guy to be murdered very easily. So hope that was clear.
That was crystal. Viewing public, I mean, honestly. And there's an audience out there. There's a group of people out there that think they should be tried separately. Hell, there's a group of people out there that doesn't even think Chauvin should be in jail. Right? They think everything they did was on the up and up.
Yeah, and there's also people who believe that aliens are going to come down and rescue us and take us to heaven. And when I say heaven, I mean the alien heaven, not the real one. I mean the alien heaven, guys.
So basically, there's a plate of food out there for everyone. Which one are you eating off of?
It's called Scientology. Sorry, I had to finish it. I didn't want to mess up anybody because it's religion. You know, I want to be clear.
Yeah. But look, man, viewing public, what are your thoughts on this? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Of course, they should be viewed a certain way. My mom always told me, man, you are who you hang out with. Watch who you hang out with. And these people decided to involve themselves in with Chauvin. And I'm not saying they shot pool with each other and shit. I'm just saying while Chauvin was clearly murdering someone, hey, nothing to see here. You're involved. I'm sorry. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Adeuces. You know, again, another artist that I don't really follow too much, but
yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far, you have to like, please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000, and we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.